when he saw where the cue ball and the Reds came to rest, his heart would have sunk.
That deserved applause. That was well played from Mark Allen to get past the pink. He'd love to cannon one of the two reds just above the black out of the way. It's a little awkward when you have 2 or 3 reds just above the black, acting as a bit of a shelf. Usually you try and cannon one of those reds away to leave you on another, but he has options here. He can play up for the blue, could hold for the black. There's a red at the bottom of the pack. He can just nudge into the main bunch here and use it to deflect the cue ball down for the black.
Mark Allen breaks are rarely swashbuckling, all about potting. Oh no, it's because he's in such command of the cue ball.
He may be able to cut a red also into the right corner, but for me it's the one to the centre I'd prefer.
Delicately held. As was that.
Yeah, wanted to cannon the red full ball, but the touch was there. He just glanced the pink. He took the cue ball into the red he wanted to cannon into anyway. Judged it nicely. He really is a player that possesses a wonderful touch. And I think another area of the game that Mark Allen perhaps has the advantage over his opponent with is just general knowledge of shots to play and when, clever little shots. He spends a lot of time working out positional shots during the course of a break and rarely gets it wrong.
He has missed a pot with the rest this afternoon, but he fluked the red anyway. So it's 7 out of 7. Not 10 out of 10 for that one, though. Short.
Yeah, I'd like to see a replay of that. I thought that cue ball just rather died when it struck the side cushion. I think Mark played it just as he wanted to. The cue ball just didn't seem to do much when it struck the cushion. I still expect him to knock this in, though.
Well, of all the rest shots he's played this afternoon, perhaps this is the most exacting. Equal to the task. Alan was under pressure there, and so was Dominic.
Yeah, I certainly realised how tricky that cutback was, and basically the scoreboard pressure as well, because he's closing in on a 6-2 advantage, which is such a difference psychologically to 5-3. He may have to try and play a cannon into the reds here, and if he does so, is it easier for a left-hander from the brown, or does he prefer to screw into them from the yellow? I don't know if the red close to the pink pots, does it?
He's been trying to make this into a frame-winning break. I think he's got to give up on that ambition now.
Alan,
5-2 and 54-0.
Alan didn't want to play because it left a possible red, and he may take it on. Cue ball will avoid the black and will return towards the bulk end of the table here.
Ray of hope, potentially, for the chaser. Given the arrears he has, doesn't have to concern himself with zoning in on any particular colour. He does have latitude in that regard.
And I wouldn't want to be cannoning into the two awkward reds too soon either, because he's a long way behind in this frame. He has an opportunity to raise at least half of this deficit. You can pot the three reds with high value colours that are in open play.
These exchanges will have a huge bearing on the match.
And now this is where Zhou Yuelong will be making his decisions as to what colour to play for from the red next to the blue, in order to try and bring those two reds into play. If he could leave the red fairly straight to the right centre, he could run through for the pink into the left corner and screw into the reds. Maybe he hasn't quite travelled far enough with the cue ball there.
21.
I won't be happy with that. That's a big mistake. Pink is no good. The blue, far too much angle on the blue. He's decided to just take the 6 points.
Zhou Yuelong, 28.
Mark will be very concerned that he may leave a potable red on here. He'd have to clip this red as thinly as possible to try to get back into bulk. I don't think he'll fancy playing a shot like that. Oh, he did, and he's managed it. What a great shot that was. And now Phil Zhao has a similar problem. If he contacts that top red of the two thinly, he could push the other one towards the corner pocket.
Foul.
Well, that must have just drifted off because there's no way he's going to miss the red completely. But when you play at that pace, that's the risk you take. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Definitely the old curveball.
Trickle, aren't they, with their mannerisms?
Safer to play it like that, but he's really just paying it forward. He's going to be back in trouble after this.
I need to be careful not to leave a pot on this red here. Made a bit of a mess of it, and the red will cut in. And with a 30 points lead and the green pretty safe and the other red fairly safe, it may be worth taking on. Just needs pretty much any colour.
Very good, no collisions with the cue ball. But the brown, that only leaves him 35 in front with 35 on.
And that's pretty good to me, because if he plays a bona fide safety shot here, beg your pardon, tries to get the cue ball near the green, he may just cross double the red.
And if he can get through, that is that, surely. Well, 6-2, I think, would be a deserved lead for Mark Allen, the way he's played in this session. He's been utterly professional. Very good stuff from the pre-match favourites.